Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In the last session we have completed chemical properties of amines. In that one more property left, that is reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride. Second one, electrophilic substitution reaction. Now first one, I think it is sixth property, reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride. Benzene sulfonyl chloride. So benzene sulfonyl chloride formula is a benzene ring with SO2Cl. It is benzene sulfonyl chloride. It is also called Hinsberg's reagent. One mark question, students. It is one mark question. What is the Hinsberg reagent? Benzene sulfonyl chloride is called Hinsberg reagent. Formula is C6H5SO2Cl, benzene sulfonyl chloride. When amines reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride, then gives different products by primary, secondary, tertiary amines. Hence, this reagent is used to distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary amines. Now, first of all, when primary amines react with Hinsberg reagent, then forms sulfonamides, right? When primary amine reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride, then gives N-ethyl benzene sulfonamide. So now I am taking a primary amine, that is it is a benzene ring SO2Cl reacts with a primary amine NH2, it is C2H5, it is eth, two carbons are there, ethanamine, benzene sulfonyl chloride, then H and Cl will be eliminated, then gets S double bond O, NH, so this is H, you can write here and there, no problem, C2H5. Nth position occupied by C2H5, N-ethyl benzene, CONH is there, amide, SONH is there, that's why sulfonamide, benzene sulfonamide will be formed. And here it is Hinsberg reagent, it means benzene sulfonyl chloride, the name, and it is ethanamine, ethanamine, it is a primary amine. So here this hydrogen is most acidic because these two electrons are taken by nitrogen. Due to strong electron withdrawing nature of SO2, these bonded electrons also taken by the SO2, then H removed as a H plus. H plus means acidic hydrogen. Acidic compounds are soluble in bases. Due to the presence of this acidic hydrogen, this compound is soluble in alkali, nothing but a base, right? Right, this is soluble in alkali because the hydrogen attached to nitrogen atom is most acidic due to strong electron withdrawing nature of SO2 group, then it becomes, students, it becomes H plus. H plus means acidic. Acidic compound will be soluble in which one? That is base. Hence it is soluble in which one? Base. If it is soluble in base, the compound is a primary amine. Which amine it is? Primary amine. The solubility of the amide formed in alkali indicates that the presence of primary amine in our given sample. Right, students? Next, after that, second one, students, benzene sulfonyl chloride with SO, it is benzene sulfonyl chloride, nothing but Hinsberg reagent, HnC2H5. It is secondary amine, students, secondary amine, right? Then give the rest. This H and Cl is removed, HCl is removed, right? Benzene ring, it is S double bond O, N, only N, H removed, C2H5. The name of the compound is nth position occupied by two ethyl groups. Nth position occupied by two ethyl groups. N comma N diethyl benzene sulfonamide. Benzene sulfonamide will be formed. N comma N diethyl benzene sulfonamide will be formed. Only one hydrogen is removed. It is secondary one. So it is N-ethyl ethanamine is the name. N-ethyl ethanamine is the name of the compound. It is a secondary amine. This is a primary amine. Right? No hydrogen, students. No acidic hydrogen in this compound. Amide. No hydrogen means no acidic nature. No acidic nature means insoluble in a base. If it is acid, soluble in base. So no hydrogen, no acidic, obviously insoluble in, this is insoluble in alkali, nothing but a base, due to the absence of acidic hydrogen on nitrogen atom, on this nitrogen atom. Hence it is insoluble in alkali. Sulfonamide is formed but insoluble in alkali. The insolubility in alkali indicates the presence of secondary amine. If I took a tertiary amine, students, tertiary amine, benzene sulfonyl chloride reacts with tertiary amine C2H5N C2H5. It is tertiary amine. It is tertiary amine. Students, there is no hydrogen or nitrogen to remove Cl as a HCl. It means no reaction because of absence of hydrogen. Right, students? So you just observe, when primary amine reacts with Hinsberg reagent, benzene sulfonamide will be formed, N-alkyl or N-ethyl benzene sulfonide, which is soluble in alkali because of acidic hydrogen. If secondary amines react with benzene sulfonyl chloride, then gives N-N diethyl benzene sulfonamide, which is insoluble in alkali. The insolubility indicates the presence of secondary amine. The solubility in alkali indicates the primary amine. When tertiary amine reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride, no reaction. No reaction indicates the presence of which one? That is tertiary amine. It indicates the presence of tertiary amine. It means no reaction indicates the presence of tertiary amine. Next, insolubility indicates the presence of secondary amine. Very, very important. Insolubility indicates the presence of secondary amine. Soluble in alkali indicates the presence of primary amine. Very, very important. One more question asked, students, you just observe. Okay, right. This is Hinsberg reagent reaction. Next one, after that, nowadays instead of benzene sulfonyl chloride to distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary amines, so we are using para-toluene sulfonyl chloride. Nowadays, instead of benzene sulfonyl chloride, para-toluene sulfonyl chloride is used to distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Para-toluene sulfonyl chloride. Para-toluene means like this, student. CH3SO2Cl. Instead of this one, they are using this one in the laboratory to distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary nowadays, right? Next, last property is electrophilic substitution reaction. Seventh property, electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution means electrophile will be substituted on the benzene ring, hence it is called electrophilic substitution reaction. So in these reactions, especially benzene ring, aniline, if you observe clearly, it is aniline with a benzene ring, NH2 group. These pair of electrons can donate to benzene ring. Benzene ring will be activated by excess of electron density. We have seen resonating structures of aniline on the benzene ring, negative sign at ortho position as well as para position and ortho position. We have seen already in the last video, you just observe. So NH2 group is donating electrons to the ring and it is activating the benzene ring by donation of electrons. NH2 group is a highly activating group and it activates the benzene ring. It is ortho and para directing group. Electrophile will be added to which side? That is ortho position as well as para position, because a negative charge located at ortho and para positions in resonating structures of benzene in aniline. Understood all of you? That's why positive charge will be attracted to the negative charge which are at ortho and para position. Now the points are NH2 group is more activating group. It is more highly activating group. NH2 group is highly activating group. Activating group. It is highly ring activating group. It activates the benzene ring. Yes. NH2 group is ortho and para-directing group. Ortho and para-directing group, because the electron density more, it means negative charge at ortho and para positions of benzene ring in aniline resonating structures, hence electrophile will be attacked at ortho and para position. So NH2 group is ortho para directing group and powerful activating group, right students? Now in electrophilic substitution we read already halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, alkylation, acylation. We'll discuss one by one. First one, halogenation. In that, bromination, chlorination, iodination, fluorination. Among them, the most favorable one is bromination. Yes. Now, the first one is bromination. It is. This is halogenation. First one, halogenation. In this, bromination we will discuss. Bromination, right? It means when aniline reacts with bromine water directly, then forms a tribromo-aniline product. When aniline reacts with bromine, then forms 2,4,6 tribromo-aniline. It is a white PPT, tribromo-aniline, which is a white PPT. Yes, it is aniline, NH2, reacts with bromine, then gives rise to 3 moles of bromine, right? Then forms NH2, ortho position bromine, para position bromine, again ortho position to the NH2 also bromine. Okay, now, so the byproduct is, here hydrogen is there, that hydrogen and bromine is eliminated, hydrogen, 3 hydrogen bromides. 2,4,6 tribromo-aniline will be formed. It is a white PPT, very important, white precipitate. Okay, this is aniline. So bromine water, I have taken bromination, students. So it is a tri-substituted because NH2 group is highly activating group, powerful activating group. That's why negative charge at ortho position, para position and ortho position. All the positions are occupied. That's why we got the tribromo, tri-substituted aniline is formed. So here tri-substituted aniline is formed. Right students? It is not monosubstituted. Due to highly activating effect of NH2 group. Getting highly or powerful activating effect of NH2 group. 3 bromines are attacked at 2 ortho positions and 1 para position. That's why we are getting tri-substituted aniline, tribromoaniline. But if I wanted only monobromoaniline instead of tribromo, so we need to control the activating effect of NH2 group because it is highly activating. To get a mono-substituted aniline, we need to control the activating effect of NH2 group, that is done by acylation with acetic anhydride, right. To get monobromoaniline, the highly activating effect of NH2 group is controlled by acylation with acetic anhydride, acylation with the acetic anhydride, then forms acetonylide, which on bromination followed by hydrolysis gives monobromoaniline. By this method you can prepare monobromoaniline. Getting? Yes. Now, how it is possible? First of all, benzene ring NH2 aniline group treated with CH3 C double bond O C double bond O CH3. It is acetic anhydride acylation. It is aniline. Then give rise to the one hydrogen and CH3COO removed as CH3COOH. Right, students? Here NH2, actually one hydrogen and COO group removed as a CH. It is acylation. Nothing but CH3CO group is substituted in the place of hydrogen, already discussed. Then give rise to, yes, it is NHCOCH3. It is NHCOCH3. It is right. NHCOCH3. This is called acetonylide, which on bromination gives, okay, NH2 is a highly activating group. That's why it is converted into NHCOCH3. Then it is less activating, NHCOCH3. Only at para position bromine is eliminated. Bromine is attached. Then this on hydrolysis with acid medium or basic medium, whatever the medium that is. Yes. Then NH modified as a NH2 and Br. The byproduct is CH3COOH. Getting? It is parabromoaniline. It is monobromoaniline is formed. Monobromo. One bromine is attached instead of 3 bromines. Getting, students? But in the above reaction, I didn't control the effect of NH2 because it is highly activating 3 bromines attached. But in the second reaction, the highly activating effect of NH2 is controlled by acylation, then NHCO CH3 formed. It is less activating group, it is highly activating. Highly activating converted into less activating by acylation. Then on bromination, we will get only one bromine because of it is less activating. So then we will get a monobromoaniline, right students? So what happened actually here? So these two electrons are there. These two will be shifted and these two will be shifted here, right? Yes. Yes, what happened is exactly, right students? What happened is, so the NH double bond O CH3, it is a ring, right? These electrons shifted here, these will be shifted here. Then on nitrogen atom, nitrogen is losing electrons, that's why plus, it is O minus and CH3, getting this one. On nitrogen atom positive charge, it means less electron density, that's why this one cannot donate electrons to the benzene ring, then benzene ring will not be activated. Likewise, the highly activating effect of NH2 will be controlled by the acylation reaction, right? Yes, the lone pair on nitrogen atom in this, in first compound, it is first compound, is interact with oxygen atom, right students? Due to resonance, as shown in the above structures, because of resonance students. Then the lone pair of electrons on nitrogen atom is less available. Here this pair of electrons donating to oxygen but not to the ring, then ring is not activated. Yes, the lone pair on nitrogen atom is less available to activate the benzene ring, less available for donation to the benzene ring by resonance, available to donate to benzene ring by resonance. If it is not donated to the benzene ring, then the effect of benzene will be less activated, right? Hence, the effect of NH2 will be controlled. It means NHCOCH3 is less activating group than NH2. If NH2 is there, tribromo formed. That's why I am converting NH2 into NHCOCH3. Then monobromo product will be formed. Getting students? It is bromination reaction. Next, after that, to get tribromo product, direct bromination. To get only monobromoaniline, you should control the effect of NH2 by acylation, followed by bromination, followed by hydrolysis. Right students? Afterwards, nitration, second electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution reaction, seventh one. In that second one is nitration reaction. Nitration reaction. So, aniline undergoes nitration reaction with nitration mixture, then forms nitroaniline. Right, students? So, in this case, actually para-nitroaniline and ortho-nitroaniline will be formed because it is a ortho-para directing. Apart from these two products, even meta-nitroaniline also formed. Getting all of you? Yes. When aniline reacts with nitration mixture, then forms a mixture of ortho, para and meta-nitroaniline. In this reaction, meta-nitroaniline also formed. Even though NH2 group is ortho-para directing. Even though NH2 group is ortho-para directing, meta-nitroaniline also formed because in acidic medium, it means nitration mixture is concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid, nothing but acidic medium. NH2 group on benzene ring in aniline converted into NH3 plus, which is meta-directing group, Students, actually NH2 group is ortho and para directing, but in nitration with the concentrated sulfuric acid and nitric acid, acidic medium it is, nothing but H plus ions available. NH2 and H plus can converted into NH3 plus. NH3 plus is meta directing, NH2 is ortho para directing. That's why ortho, para, meta, three products will be formed as a mixture. That is aniline on nitration NH2 with the concentrated HNO3 plus concentrated H2SO4 then gives rise to the product is NH2NO2 plus NH2, that is NO2 meta plus NH2NO2 para it is. It is ortho-nitroaniline and this is meta-nitroaniline and this is para-nitroaniline. Para 51%, it is a 47%, and ortho will be 2% of product will be formed, right? Generally NH2 is ortho and para directing group, but it is a strong acidic medium, NH3 plus formed. So that's why NH3 plus is meta directing, hence meta-nitroaniline also formed along with ortho and para-nitroanilines. A mixture of products will be formed. It is a mixture will be formed, students, right? Next. But to get only one aniline, nothing but we are getting a mixture of amines, ortho, meta, para. But to get only one amine, one nitroaniline, then we need to convert the activating effect of NH2 into deactivating effect by acylation. So we are getting a mixture of amines, right? To get only one aniline, the activating effect of NH2 again controlled by acylation, followed by nitration, followed by hydrolysis. In aniline it is. In the above reaction, mixture of nitroanilines will be formed. Nitroanilines will be formed, right? To get only para-nitroaniline, to get only para-nitroaniline, the effect of NH2 group is controlled by acylation, followed by nitration, followed by nitration, which on hydrolysis gives para-nitroaniline. Now, aniline it is, first of all, take aniline. The highly activating effect of NH2 group is controlled by acylation, C double bond O, C double bond O, CH3. Acetic anhydride, it is acylation, okay. This hydrogen and CH3COO group is eliminated as CH3COOH, then a benzene ring, NH2 modified as a NH, CO, CH3, it is acetonylide. This on nitration with concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid, then gives rise to NHCO, CH3, it is NO2. It is less activating group, that's why only one NO2 group is added. Then para-nitroacetonylide, this on hydrolysis in acidic medium or basic medium, then NHCO CH3 converted into NH2, this is NO2, the rest of the byproduct will be eliminated, right students? So it is para-nitroaniline will be formed. It is para-nitroacetonylide will be formed, right? So by direct nitration you are getting a mixture of ortho, para, meta, nitroanilines. To get only para-nitroaniline, the highly activating effect of NH2 group is controlled by acylation with acetic anhydride. It is acetic anhydride, right students? Aniline it is. To get a para-nitroaniline, the highly activating effect of NH2 in aniline will be controlled by acylation with acetic anhydride, then forms acetonylide, which on nitration then forms para-nitroacetonylide, which on hydrolysis in acidic or basic medium then forms only para-nitroaniline, but not a mixture of ortho, para, meta, nitroaniline. Very, very important. Next students. After that, third one is, that is sulfonation. Sulfonation reaction. Right. So we are studying seventh chemical property, electrophilic substitution reactions. In that, third one is sulfonation. Third one is sulfonation. When aniline undergoes sulfonation with the concentrated sulfuric acid, then forms sulfonalic acid. Sulfonalic acid. Right. When aniline undergoes sulfonation with concentrated sulfuric acid, then forms anilinium hydrogen sulfate, which on dehydration at temperature is 453 to 473 Kelvin, 453 to 473 kelvins by concentrated H2SO4. Concentrated H2SO4 is a dehydrating agent. In the next step, dehydration, then forms para-sulfonanic acid. So, para-aminobenzene sulfonic acid, sulfonanic acid. Sulfonanic acid, then forms sulfonalic acid. It is also called para-aminobenzene sulfonic acid. Right, students? Yes. As major product. Right. Now, aniline first of all should be taken. NH2 group it is. Aniline. This is treated with the concentrated sulfuric acid, then gives NH2HSO4 minus, it is NH3 plus HSO4 minus. Okay. On concentrated sulfuric acid, then forms anilinium hydrogen sulfate. It is anilinium hydrogen sulfate. It is. Okay, students. Benzene NH3 plus is anilinium hydrogen sulfate. NH3 plus is less activating when compared with NH2. That's why we are getting only mono substituted product but not tri substituted product, remember. So this on dehydration at 453 to 473 Kelvin with the concentrated H2SO4, it is a dehydrating agent. Then water is eliminated, students. Water is eliminated. So HHO eliminated, then forms NH3H removed as a NH2. SO3 left. Here hydrogen is there. This hydrogen I am writing like this. Here hydrogen SO3H. One oxygen and two hydrogens removed as H2O. SO4 modified as a SO3. NH3H modified as a NH2. It is sulfonalic acid. Here a chance to form a Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion means which contains a positive sign as well as a negative sign. Which contains, this hydrogen is shifted here. Then NH2 becomes NH3 plus SO3 minus it is. It is a Zwitter ion. Very, very important. Right, students? So on direct sulfonation, we are getting sulfa-enolic acid or para-amino benzene sulfonic acid. But you can ask me a question, direct sulfonation means we chance to get a ortho meta para, but we are getting only para, because the reason is it is acidic medium. NH2 effect is controlled by the NH3 plus formation in the first step itself. That's why effect is controlled, we will get only one, nothing but para sulfonic acid, but not ortho meta para. Getting all of you? Because NH2 is converted into NH3 plus. Then NH2 effect is controlled by NH3 plus formation. Obviously only para product is formed, but not ortho meta para. Right, students? Now, the last one is Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation. Alkylation or acylation. In alkylation and acylation, generally we are using Lewis acid as a catalyst. Lewis acid, but amines acting as bases. So instead of making a reaction, amine base and Lewis acid catalyst, which is used in alkylation and acylation, can react with each other, then forms a salt. Instead of para and ortho alkyl products, salt formation is there. That's why aniline or amines will not undergo Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. Aniline will not undergo Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation because in this reaction the used catalyst is Lewis acid, which reacts with aniline. It is nothing but base, forms salt only, but not the desired products. It means required products. It means para-methyl aniline will not be formed in alkylation, para-alkyl aniline, only salt will be formed, because yes. So now aniline, it is NH2 group, lone pair. Lewis acid is AlCl3. AlCl3 has empty orbital, Lewis acid it is. These electrons are donating to this one. Obviously this becomes NH2 plus it is okay. The lone pair on nitrogen is not available to activate the benzene ring, students. That's why no reaction. The lone pair on nitrogen atom less available to activate benzene ring. Hence, there is no alkylation and acylation, because the aniline is basic. The Lewis acid used in alkylation and acylation will be acid. Both can react with each other, then forms a salt, but not alkyl aniline or acyl aniline. Very, very important. Okay, with this aniline topic completed. So we'll continue in the amines topic completed. We'll continue in the next chapter.